Hey guys, happy Monday and welcome back. And you know what that means. We're back to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac, Salt Lake City. We're going on DJ Richie Sky's channel, Down with Jason, and also Kempire. So we have a lot to go over. And also we have hot, messy topics tonight at 6 p.m. There's a lot coming out today. Mondays are our busiest days. So thank you so much for sticking with us. And I hope you had a beautiful weekend. Now, as of right now, even though we're going to be recapping this live on Jason's channel at 11 a.m., so literally in just an hour, I wanted to bring you a short, sort of brief recap on the Real Housewives of Potomac because there was a lot that was said. Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And yeah, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so obviously we picked up where we left off with the salad toss with Candace initially throwing the first piece of lettuce, saying you need to eat something or whatever she said, and then Mia just picking up a handful and tossing it right back in her face. After this happened, everyone wanted to know, Candace, what were you thinking? And like Ashley Darby said, it seems like there's a common denominator in all of this. When Mia starts putting her hand in her face, Candace even said to her, referencing her fight with Monique, she said, don't do that. I've been down that road. And Ashley Darby was a little taken aback by that, but I don't understand what she was taken aback by, but I'm trying to. When she went through all of this, everyone's kind of looking at her like, Candace, no, why are we doing this again? And Giselle and Robin are still not at the house yet. They didn't even know that they were coming because, well, they said that they weren't coming in the first place. And when they came, we'll get to that. But this fight continues and Mia decides to say to Gordon, you know, let's go. We're leaving. It's time to go. My only concern was production actually going to let them drive off? Because G was a little litty city over here. So would production actually let him take his car and drive? That would have been a horrible move. And I'm so thankful that they ended up not leaving. Karen sat down with Mia and said, don't give her this. Don't let somebody have this moment. Don't let somebody take away your strength and be able to take you to that next level. But Mia was letting everyone know, and she was crying like full on tears. She was pissed because she's like, if you want to call me a hoe, call me a hoe. If you want to go in on me, that's fine. But don't talk about my mother, because if my mom relapses because of this, then you're going to catch me outside. Those were her words. Okay. But to be fair, Whitney Rose on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, she was even concerned after she shared her father's sobriety journey on the show. He disappeared for over a year and she didn't know, did the show impact his sobriety? Did it put him in a different headspace? It could happen. And now this woman who doesn't have a contract, she's not getting paid for the show. She's coming onto the show and she's sharing that she was in prison. She had a sobriety journey. She wasn't always the best mom. She wasn't always there for her daughter. She's being very vulnerable about all of this, but she might get a lot of backlash from the viewers, and that could totally change the direction, the trajectory of where she's headed and how much she's accomplished ever since she got out of jail in the first place. I can see where Mia's coming from. One voice of reason here, and I never thought I would ever say this in my life, would be Chris Bassett, because Chris ends up going in after Dr. Wendy Osefo says to Chris, come get your wife, and says to Eddie, please go talk to G. Chris takes his wife outside and they're talking and he's like, listen, I want you to, she's like, I'm not apologizing. He's like, I didn't say apologize, but I want you to go in there and be like, listen, I'm not going to say anything bad to you. You don't say anything bad to me. Let's just move forward and stop throwing jabs at each other. And Candace made it known to Chris, I am not in the mood to do this right now. I won't be saying anything to anyone. Chris actually was trying to get them to move forward. I don't applaud Chris much. I have to give him the respect on this because he saw where his wife was likely in the wrong, and so was Mia. They were both in the wrong, but he was trying to put a stop to it before it continues on and Candace makes herself look unfavorable on the show. I really like Candace on the show. I think that her career is going to boom. I love her music. I think that she's beautiful. She's educated. She's talented. Her reads are the best in the confessionals. I just wish she wouldn't catch herself in these sticky situations. And it seems like it's one after another. After they end up kind of moving on from this whole Mia Thornton argument, they all end up going to dinner after Giselle and Robin arrive, which, mind you, they arrive and they find their room. They find out what their room situation is. They're pissed because they have the room with like the 3-4 beds and no bathroom. And Wendy's like, sorry, you guys were the last ones here. They said, where am I supposed to go to the bathroom? She said, I don't know, downstairs, wherever. And they're like, no, this shit does not work for me. So they start getting together because Robin said that it's her time of the month. Giselle has a boot on her leg, and they're like, we cannot not have our own bathroom. We can't just share the community bathroom. So it looks like Robin is going to book a hotel for them to get the hell out of there. I don't know if that's them being shady or if I don't blame them, because when you're in a big group setting like this, and obviously Robin is going through her own time of the month, maybe you do need your own bathroom. I am actually not mad at them for that, but it is your fault because you showed up last and you said you weren't showing up in the first place. So why would they share or save one of the best rooms for? It doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense. Anyways, fast forward over to the dinner. They all start talking, and Ashley Darby is sitting across from Chris and Candace and asks Chris, did you do anything to de-escalate the situation? And he made it known, yes, I pulled her aside. I had a conversation. And Candace pops off again. She starts talking about the Michael Darby stuff. And Ashley said, at this point, you've said things, you've called Michael my overseer, and then it pops off all over again. She starts getting heated, and Chris is trying to pull her up away from the table. It looks like she's literally throwing a tantrum, and Chris is like, come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. And he ends up walking away because he's so embarrassed. He can't do this anymore. He doesn't want to sit down with Candace and be embarrassed in front of the whole rest of the group. And the rest of the people are sitting at the table, like Giselle, Robin, Karen. They're all like, what the hell is actually happening? She's screaming at the top of her lungs when there's a group of guys over here who just bought shots for them. Their wives are over here like, where the hell are our shots? Karen's like, okay, that was fucked up. But it's never ending. This is why we need a full live recap to go over all of this, because these fights, they just seem like they don't stop. And I'm not saying I want them to stop, but I at least want to see the physical part of them stop. If you want to scream at each other, like Mia said, you want to call somebody a hoe, which is still inappropriate. You want to go that route, then okay, go that route. But you don't need to necessarily start throwing things, it's just taking it to the next level. And when you get in somebody's face, you don't know how they're going to react to you. I mean, everyone watching this video might get thousands of views, and you have to think about it like this. Out of the thousands of people who will watch this video, how many of you guys would react with somebody screaming at you, talking about your mom, throwing lettuce at you, telling your husband that he's a pimp and to come get your hoe ass? How would you respond to that? Because some people might take matters into their own hands and actually get physical. This is initiating a fight that could really go there. I mean, we saw it with Monique and it took it to that next level. We don't need that again. I'm not trying to sound preachy, but we really don't need that again. Of course, again, we will be back today at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac with Jason from his channel, Down with Jason. And then at 12, we'll be going live with Kimpire and Jason to talk about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. At 2 p.m., we're back live with DJ Richie Sky to talk Salt Lake City again. And then also at 6 p.m. tonight, we're talking hot, messy topics. So guys, if you're not subscribed, get subscribed because it's a subscribers only live chat. I want you to get engaged and give us your unfiltered opinions. You guys always come with them. You rip us apart, you build us back up, you put us together. I'm here for every single minute of it. I enjoy it, and I invite you guys to participate in it. And I also have a question. What did you think about last night's episode? Who is more in the wrong in all of this? Is it Ashley Darby for asking Chris, did he, get his wife? Is it Candace for continuing to talk about Mia's mom, even though now she has the full story? Or was it Mia Thornton for throwing a handful of salad after the whole situation was instigated? Who do you think is in the most wrong? I'm not going to give you my opinion until we go live, so go ahead and comment below. All right, we'll see you so very soon. I hope you guys have a happy, beautiful Monday and a beautiful rest of your week. This is going to be a busy day. Bye, guys.